2023 Etowah Community College sophomores. Over the last two seasons, these sophomores have been a part of 47 wins so far, and some who have been a part of 72 wins thanks to the COVID year. Please turn your attention to the field as we recognize these amazing sophomore student athletes. Number 4, Brady Davis. He is joined by his parents, James and Dawn Davis. Number 7, Joby Cook. His parents are Shane and Ginger Cook. He is joined today by his mother, Ginger Cook, and his brother, Jackson Cook. Number 8, Caleb Goddard. He is joined by his parents, Larry and Vicki Goddard. Number 9, Ty Robertson. He is joined by his parents, Carrie and Teresa Robertson. Number 11, Taylor Tarver. He is joined by his parents, David and Gina Tarver. Number 13, Reese Ruth. He is joined by his parents, Jason and Starla Ruth. Number 14, Gray Bain. He is joined by his parents, Craig and Stacy Bain. Number 16, Will Verdon. He is joined by his parents, Philip and Pam Verdon. Number 21, Drew Coombs. He is joined by his parents, Holly Porter and Jeff and Dina Coombs. Number 23, Eli Hancock. He is joined by his parents, Mark Hancock and Barry and Nikki Hall. Number 26, Coleman Haltham. He is joined by his parents, Saxton and Jessica Haltom. Number 33, Reed Hale. He is joined by his parents, Stephen Hale and Jenny Cogdell. Number 34, Matthew Martinovich. He is joined by his parents, Mark and Renee Martinovich. And number 35, Drew Capabianco. He is joined by his parents, E.G. and Jean Capabianco. ICC appreciates your hard work and dedication to ICC baseball and countless hours you have spent to be the best. Roll Tribe. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one last special recognition. Coach Rick Collier and Coach Colin McCord. And the rest of the ICC family want to say a special thank you for all of the years of running the concession, and thank you to Brother Chris for all the years of running the concession stand and supporting the ICC athletics.
Podcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Off and playing second base, number 8, Connor Chisholm. Batting second and playing center field, number 30, Ashton Johnson. Batting third and playing first base, number 3, Clay Benson. Batting fourth and playing third base, number 14, Dylan Coleman. Batting fifth and DH, number 27, Evan McCarthy. Batting sixth and playing right field, number 24, Cameron Hill. Batting seventh and playing shortstop, number 2, Tom Lee. Batting eighth and playing left field, number 19, Cole Smith. Batting ninth and catcher, number 4, Tyler Jonas. Pitching is number 22, Matthew Azardogan. The head coach for the Eagles is Dan Rice. He is assisted by Josh Clark and Carlisle Holster. And now for the 2023 Indians. Leading off and playing second base, number 35, Drew Capobianco. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 34, Matthew Martinovich. Batting third and playing third base, number 16, Will Verdon. Batting fourth and playing center field, number 2, Jackson Lee. Batting fifth and playing right field, number 29, Jackson Settlemyers. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 17, Bo Ross. Batting seventh and playing catcher, number 14, Gray Bain. Batting eighth and DH, number 25, Dre McRae. Batting ninth and playing left field, number 23, Eli Hancock. And pitching is number 32, Eli Akins. The head coach for the Indians in his 21st year is Rick Collier, and he is assisted by Colin McRory. In right field, number 29, Jackson Settlemyers. Center field, number 2, Jackson Lee. Left field, number 23, Eli Hancock. First base, number 17, Bo Rock. Second base, number 35, Drew Capobianco. Shortstop, number 34, Matthew Martinovich. Third base, number 16, Will Verdon. Catcher, number 14, Gray Bain. Pitcher, number 32, Eli Akins. And DH, number 25, Dre McRae. Please rise for the national anthem. please turn your attention to the mound as ICC's head football coach, Travis Macon, will throw out today's ceremonial first pitch. Coach Macon was hired as the Indians' new head football coach in December, and he and his coaching staff just finished their first spring game earlier today. Coach, throw when you're ready. Thanks to Coach Macon and his coaching staff for joining us today. And they will open the 2023 season September 7th here in Fulton at Lambert Stadium or Eaton Field against Jones.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part is that you can bank anytime, anywhere. At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel the high-tech touch.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
Good afternoon and Roll Tribe, ICC fans, as we get set for today's doubleheader between ICC and Hinds here in conference play. Your First American National Bank opening pitch is swung on, lifted to right field. Right fielder going back, and Hinds starting it off in a big way there. Chisholm, one pitch, and it's out of the ballpark. It is 1-0 now in favor of Hinds.
I didn't even have time to sit down and get a drink of water, Gore, and they done hit a home run.
Well, that First American National Bank opening pitch that the Indians would like to have back came your way at 2:03. So it was a 2:03 start here. And, you know, we always talk about it's important for visiting teams to make a little bit of noise early. Well, you can't make much more noise than that. One pitch and 1 run scored.
It's pretty loud.
And so now that was Chisholm who starts at second base. This ball is going to be popped up, sent to left field, and it will be recorded as an out there. That was Johnson. And Brad, right now, looks like the batting perspective of Hinds is swing and swing often.
Yeah, we've seen 2 pitches, and they've swung at both of them and hit both of them. So luckily, fortunately for us, the second one was an out. So fly out to left field. So there's swung at the first pitch there, too. So 3 pitches and 3 swings, and now we have 2 outs.
Yes, we'll say that ball kind of floating around out there in outfield. Of course, the sun going to be a big factor here with the early stages of this one. And I don't know if you can see, we've got the flags up at the football field today, part of Chop Day here on campus. This blowing pretty good out there, but the American flag, not really blowing much here at the ballpark. And they finally decide not to swing at the first pitch here as that goes low for a ball. This is Coleman, as that was Benson who just flew out to center field. We'll give you today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups in the exchange of innings here. As there's a swing and a miss by Coleman, the third baseman, to make the count go 1-1. That one clips the corner. 1-2 now is the count here from Coleman. Eli Atkins on the heel here for the Indians. So waiting the 1-2 pitch. Swung, fouled it off. Thought he missed it there for a second. Was able to get enough of it to foul it back, and now the count will stay at 1-2.
Yeah, good job by Akins here to hang in there, and after giving up that first pitch home run to battle back, and, let's go ahead and give up a base hit right here. So that's a line shot, hit between third and short. by Coleman there. Did a great job reaching, clean single right there. So that's going to bring up your 27, Evan McCarthy.
So McCarthy, who is the DH in today's lineup here for game one, will come to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on first. We're in the top of the first inning, and it's already 1-0 after a Chisholm solo home run to start the contest. This pitch jammed him a little bit, pulls it foul, and that'll go for strike one. 0-1 now is the count here to McCarthy. It was a solo home run, a fly out to left, fly out to center, and then a single to left, and that's where we're at right now here in the number 5 spot of the lineup. This pitch, first one fouled off to the left, this one fouled off to the right, and now the count goes 0-2.
It looks like if Akins can get the outs here, his pitch count isn't going to go up very much. They are definitely going up to the plate swinging.
So 0-2 is the count. Akins getting set to deliver, does so. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout there to end the inning. And as we talked about, Brad, and we'll keep it here in the exchange of innings, can't ask for a better start, 1 pitch and a home run. But the Indians did do a good job of just getting out of that inning with minimum damage done there. Let's take a look at today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups. And, Brad, you got those? You want me to go over them?
For ICC?
Let's start with Hinds.
I'm going to let you do it.
All right, so I've just got last names here, so we'll start it off here. We've already met the first 5 batters of the evening. Chisholm at second base. Johnson is the center fielder. Benson is at first base. Coleman, the third baseman. McCarthy is the DH. He batted 5th. Now this is 6 through 7 here. Hill in right field. Lee is the shortstop. Left field is Smith. And Janis is going to be behind the plate catching, as it's going to be pitching here. And I do apologize if I mess this name up. Matthew Zordegan, Azordegan is how you spell that. Zordegan will be pitching here for Hinds. They come in with a record of 22-19, 10-10 in conference play. For ICC, they come in with a record of 28-10, 15-7 inside conference play. And for the most part, it's the usual lineups in the upper part of the lineup. Second baseman, Drew Capobianco, Matthew Martinolich at shortstop, Will Verdong, the third baseman, Jackson Lee in center field. Jackson Settlemyers is going to be in right field. First baseman is Bo Rock. Catching is Gray Bain. Then you've got the DH today is Dre McCray. And Eli Hancock will be playing in left field, batting 9th. And we've already mentioned Eli Akins pitching on the hill here for the Indians. So, Brad, the Indians, little meat on the bones here. It is 1-0. Of course, in the first game of the day, it's always a 9-inning affair. There is a chance for a run rule. The second game of the day will go 7 innings with no chance of a run rule as we get set now to move to the bottom of the first. That starting lineup being brought to you by Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works. I have already done waste with my Coke that I've had today, but I do have my Dasani water that is also a Coke product here.
And you did good with the pitching name there. That's one reason I wanted you to handle that, because I did not want to butcher it. But the statistics we have on Azordegan, that's ball 1 right there to Capobianco. He is a freshman pitcher, and he does come out of Madison, St. Andrews.
As this pitch is going to be fouled back, evens the count up at 1-1 now. We're here in the bottom of the first. 1-0 is the score as Capobianco starting us off here. Looks at that pitch, and it's going to be up high for a ball. And, you know, Cap has pretty much been in that leadoff spot all season long here for the Indians. One of those sophomores that we recognized before the game here, and waits the 1-1 pitch. Swings on this one, fouls it back, and out of play. Well, the board is showing 2-2, so we'll see what the umpire says here. So we do know it's 2 strikes for sure. Beautiful day for baseball. It's a little warm outside, but a little bit of a breeze will float through every once in a while to help cool things off, as the count is 2-2. And hits him. So Cap will take one for the key team there and head down to first. So a runner on first with no outs. So this is going to bring up Matthew Martinolich.
Yes, Azordegan has 9 appearances on the year, 3 wins, 3 losses. does have one complete game. He does have 27 innings pitched, giving up 28 hits on 23 runs with 29 Ks to 13 base on balls and a 5 ERA.
And those are your stats there on. I figured out why the microphone's messing up. It got it backwards today. I'm steadily turning myself up instead of turning you up, Brad, so I'm blowing everyone out. Those stats being brought to you by Samstown Market there in Manatee. This pitch popped up, back and out of play. 1-1 now goes the count. So this is Matthew Martin-Knowledge. We talked about Matthew, but we didn't say this about Drew. I saw where Drew recently committed to continue his baseball career at Delta State. So we got a trio of guys heading out to the Delta, as there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. So 1-2 now is the count here to Martin-Knowledge. Talk about Matthew, of course, his fan club down there at Bay St. Louis checking in this afternoon, watching here on the Red Channel. We appreciate everyone that's tuning in. As this one fouled out of play, 1-2 will stay the count. And we do also want to say a special hello to those that are watching in favor of Hinds right now. They are enjoying a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. So Martin-Knowledge awaiting the pitch. Runner goes, little hit and run action here. The ball is going to be hit hard, but a fly out to center. Well, Brad, I was like you. It sounded like it was good off the bat. Center fielder came charging in, but they had to rush back to find the ball. And boy, if that one could have got over his head, that would have been a run for sure.
Yeah, he had good contact with that, Martin-Knowledge did, so it was hit on the nose there, but center fielder was right there, able to make the catch, so Capobianco has to come back. That brings up Will Verdun.
So now this will be Will Verdun coming to the plate, and that first pitch going to miss for a ball. And if you don't have the scouting report on Will Verdun yet, don't leave him anything. Don't throw him a fastball, because he is seeing the ball well and is absolutely crushing it this season. And this one is going to be popped up, and the center fielder will jog back and just got underneath that one, and it's warning track. That just shows how strong he is right there, is the fact that he pops that one up, which is typically a routine fly ball. It still finds its way out to center field, or out to the warning track in center field.
Yeah, he does have definitely a lot of power. He's third in the MACCC with 12 home runs right now, Verdun is. So, and he's got several more categories we can cover later that he's leading or right there at the top of the MACCC.
And now this is going to be Jackson Lee at the plate. Runner goes, and the ball will get away, so that will credit Capobianco with a stolen base as he went on the pitch. So he will get the free pass to second, moving to scoring position now as that first pitch outside for a ball. 1-0 now is the count here on Jackson Lee. Jackson playing in center field this afternoon in Game 1 for the Indians. Swings on this one, sends it to the right side to get foul and out of play. 1-1 now is the count. We got a few more vehicles than normal over there.
Yes.
Great day today for Chop Day. First ever Chop Day that we've had out here. Little spring football game, and had some inflatables and some games for the kids and food trucks. So it's always a good day to be an Indian, but today was a little extra special.
Yeah, good pitch right there on the outside part of the plate. That's called strike 2. So 1-2 count now on Jackson Lee.
So there is 2 outs and a runner at second here for the Indians. So you mentioned Lee at the plate with a 1-2 count. Breaking pitch, and it was a beauty, and got him.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that one. Even I think it kind of jammed up the home plate umpires. He just turned around and threw his hands up in the air and waved them like he just didn't care. As we'll take a break and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. CagleEyeCenter.com.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
Dane.
I smell bacon. End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the top of the second inning. ICC trailing this one 1-0 here, as this will be Hill, Lee, and Smith scheduled up, and this one is going to be hit out to left field, and a nice little, not really a diving catch, it's kind of a falling forward type catch for out number one.
Yeah, he took that breaking pitch. It was kind of up in the zone a little bit and took that out to left field, drove it out there. And it was kind of a little tricky play out there in the left for Hancock, but he was able to make it and get the first out of the inning.
Well, it's a full day of athletics here at ICC as everything's starting at 2 o'clock. Softball is at Hinds today. Tennis is trying to play their way into the national tournament against Meridian down at Jones. We'll try to have updates of all that action going on throughout the afternoon. And we do have an update for softball is 0-0 after 1 inning of play. That pitch is going to miss outside for a ball. Evens the count up now at 1-1 as this is Lee, the shortstop, at the plate. And this one is going to be popped up, foul on the left side. Third baseman giving chase, and will get into that what they call dead zone over there. As even if he would have made the catch, it wouldn't have counted in that sense, as he did stretch over the top of the dugout, did Verdong, and nearly made that play.
Yeah, like you say, it wouldn't matter because it was a dead zone that's designated at the beginning of the games. The coaches get up there and talk about it with umpires. So dead zone no matter what right there. But, yeah, you almost made the play. It would have been a heck of a catch.
So 1-2, and there's a swing and a miss for strike 3.
Yeah, he took something off that. That was kind of a changeup coming in there. Took something off of it, and so had him out in front, had Lee out in front, and got the big K right there. So that will bring up for them Cole Smith, the left fielder, who is batting in the 8 slot today. And I haven't been able to give out Aiken's statistics, and I will as Smith takes strike 1 right there. But Aikens is a freshman. He's 9 appearances on the year. He does have 1 win, 1 loss. As Smith drives that ball to center field, and the catch is made, and that's the third out of the inning.
Well, that's what you like right there for Aikens, is a quick 3-up, 3-down inning. Just wanted the bats to come to the plate here for the Indians and see if they can find a way to tie this one up. Maybe go ahead here in the bottom of the second, as we'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okalon, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we shift now to the bottom of the second inning for ICC. To be the 5, 6, 7 batters due up. Jackson Settlemyers, Bo Rock, and Gray Bain. As ICC got a 3-up, 3-down inning in the top half there. They still trail it 1-0 after a solo home run by Chisholm on the very first pitch of the game. That's where we're at right now at 1-0.
Yeah, this brings up Jackson Settlemyers in the number 5 slot for the Indians in right field as he takes ball 1 right there. Settlemyers comes into the day batting .358 his average. He got a .421 on base percentage, .566 slugging as he smashes that one down in the left field. Just foul, yeah. Straighten that one out just a little bit more, and you're talking extra bases right there, Adam.
The Indians looking for their first hit of the day. They did get a base runner on after Drew Capobianco was hit by a pitch to start the first inning.
Settlemyer's bat has kind of heated up as of late, too, as well. He's been swinging hot as he takes ball 2 right there.
That was borderline curveball that had him ducking out of the way, and you're right, 2-1 now is the count.
But he does have 5 home runs on the year as well as 34 RBIs.
This pitch hammered but popped up. First baseman will drift over just to 2 steps in foul territory, make the play for out number 1.
Flew out, just kind of popped that one up down the first base side there. Got under it too much, under that pitch way too much. Kind of dropping that back shoulder a little bit, and just got to straighten it back out where he had that first swing right there when he fouled that one down the left field side. So it does bring up Bo Rock, and heck, Adam. Last game Bo played, he had a big grand slam.
Swings on the first pitch he sees, fouls it back and out of play for strike 1. And I got a chance and actually turned on the broadcast just a few pitches before that. And Bo, as we talked about, is this ground ball. First baseman had it, can't find it. I'm going to have to call that a base hit. That was a tough play there for the first baseman.
Yeah, that's a good hit right there by Bo.
So the Indians with their first hit of the day comes with 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. And ICC trailing this one 1-0 is Gray Bain now. The catcher will come to the plate.
Yeah, Bo turned on that pitch, and it was a tough play, as you mentioned, for the first baseman to make and to come up with. It took some funny hops there, so good single right there to get the Indians started here for the first hit of the day for the Indians.
Bain looks at that pitch. The ball gets away, and Bo, he's not the fastest guy on the team, so decided not to head over to second. He does have good speed, though, but a smart decision there not to chance it with the ball not getting away as far as he may have thought it would have.
Yeah, it didn't get quite far away. It did bounce out away from the catcher, but not far enough.
This pitch fouled back. We'll go to 1-1 now here on Gray Bain. When we talk about some of the other guys where they're going next year, Gray will be heading to Hattiesburg to play at Southern Miss. As the count now 1-1 with 1 out. Runner at first. And that breaking pitch has been there today for the Hinds pitcher.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good breaking ball that he's got. It's been tough to figure out thus far for the Indians.
So 1-2 now is the count. This one hammered. Center fielder's going to have to hurry, but he does make the play, and Bo will head back to first. And I was like you, Brad. I thought there for a second it might have a chance to drop in front of him, but a nice job out there by Johnson in center field to chase that one down and collect out number 2.
Yeah, good wheels on him right there, a good speed to be able to make the adjustment and come up and catch that little bloop that I thought was going to drop, but it didn't, so good job there defensively behind.
This is McCray at the plate now. There's that breaking pitch. It kind of just hung up on him, couldn't quite pull the string on that one. 1-0 now is the count here to the DH McCray.
Yeah, 2 outs now in the inning. You still do have a runner at first and Bo Rock, and, of course, got McCray at the plate.
Gray takes a healthy chop at that one. Couldn't catch up with the fastball. 1-1 now is the count.
And McCray's kind of found his way into the lineup this year. Again, he's doing a lot of DH duties. He has played some third when Will Verdung is kind of DH'd a little. So when you're swinging a hot bat, you're going to find a place to put him in the lineup.
That pitch just finds the corner for a strike, and some of the ICC faithful not necessarily liking that call. 1-2 now is the count. Gray fights that one off, fouls it off, and we'll stay at 1-2.
Yeah, not a bad take right there. It does get you to strike two. Now you know if you're McCray at the plate, anything right there in that outside zone or on that corner right there, you better be swinging at it.
So 1-2 now is the count. 2 outs in the inning with the runner at first here for the Indians. That pitch up high, 2-2 now. We'll go to the count here to McCray.
Yeah, 2's across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Again, still got a runner at first. The Indians do. They are down right now in the bottom of the second, 1-0.
And the pitch. Nice job reaching out and fouling that one off. That's not a lot he could do with that pitch, but the umpire is calling that edge of the plate, so a good job of fouling that one off and keeping the at-bat alive.
Yeah, get a piece of it. Again, you got to know that going into this at-bat as well as any other batters that come up behind him. And so good job to stay alive by Dre.
2-2 pitch. Hit, and it's going to get through for a base hit for McCray.
Yeah, that was that breaking pitch, Adam, that we've been seeing that's been so good, and McCray was on it. And again, part of that can go back to the communication that you have between players when they go back to the dugout and they talk about the pitches they've seen and how that breaking ball is and how you see it. You got to catch the release point, all that. And apparently that's what Dre did right there. He was sitting on that breaking pitch and drove it between short and third. Clean single right there, moves the runner up to second. So I've got a runner at first and second with Eli Hancock.
Eli Hancock, the left fielder, will dig in here. There is 2 outs in the inning. ICC trailing 1-0 here in game 1 in the bottom of the second. That pitch high and inside for a ball. Well, we're checking things out at softball. It's still no score through 2 innings. 1-0 pitch on its way. That one finds the corner for a strike. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, going to call that corner. Hancock on the year, 260 average right now, 357 on base percentage for Hancock, and does have 3 doubles on the year.
So the 1-1 offering. Hancock looks at it, paints that corner again. 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, got to know now, of course, you know, another pitch like that on that corner, you better be swinging if you're Hancock because he's going to call it.
So away to the 1-2 offering with runners on first and second here for the Indians with 2 outs.
Not that far.
Ball in the dirt's going to get away, and runners will be able to advance in that situation. A wild pitch is that one hit the ground and bounced sky high, and now ICC with a great opportunity to tie the game, maybe even take a lead here with a base hit.
Yeah, it was a wild pitch right there by the pitcher. Just got away from the catcher and bounced up high enough, easily gave the opportunity for Bo Rock and for Dre McCray to advance and move up into both of them now in scoring position. Anything out in the outfield, definitely looking at 2 runs.
So the count goes 2-2 now. This pitch right back at the pitcher, deflects off of him. Throw is going to be in time, though, for the out. So technically 1-4-3 on the putout to end the inning. And the Indians, well, couldn't cash in there as they still trail at 1-0 after 2 complete here in Fulton. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tribe!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now as we move to the top of the 3rd inning, 1-0. Hinds with the lead here in Game 1. I'm Adam Gord, joined by the good Dr. Brad Boggs here for today's broadcast. As this pitch swung on and is hit out to center field. Center fielder came in, now drifting back, and makes the play for out number 1. That was the catcher, Janus. Again, if we say any of these names wrong, which we probably are, we do apologize. Especially the pitcher
Number 8
for Hinds. Azor Dagan is what I think we're going to try to say. Doesn't mean we will say it.
No. I'm trying, though.
So 1 out in the inning now, as that pitch going to miss just low for us for a ball. And that one missing as well. 2-0 now is the count. We go back to the top of the lineup here. This is Chisholm, who had that solo home run on the first pitch of the game. Swings on this one, fouls it off, and now the count will go 2-1.
And to give Akins finally his credit, 1 win, 1 loss on the season, 29 1/3 innings pitched. He has given up 27 hits on 15 runs, 15 base on balls to 20 Ks, 3.38 ERA.
2-1 pitch coming.
Smoked it.
And this is going to make a diving play out there in right field.
What a play by Settlemyers out there in right field, because that was smoked on a line out there, and Settlemyers was able to move over and make the play, the kind of sliding, diving catch there to save the single possible double right there.
That's one of those I wish we would have had our new setup set up so we could maybe have caught that one, as he did make a great diving play out there. Caught it on his hip for out number 2. So now with 2 outs, that first pitch was a strike. This one is going to be popped up. Center fielder going to have to hurry, racing in, and makes the diving effort, just couldn't hold on to it. And that's going to go for a base hit.
Yeah, that's all you could do. I mean, he gave it everything he had. Jackson Lee out there in center did. And
Number 3,
dove there at the end and had it in the glove. And, when you make that contact with the ground like that and it's just right there on the tip of your glove, kind of a snow cone situation, it bounced out. So good single right there for Hinds.
Oh, beautiful breaking pitch. Got to write a citation on that one for Atkins, as he didn't use a blinker, as that one turns in for a strike. 0-1 now is the count, as this is Benson at the plate. He flew out to center, and his only at bat so far at the contest. Takes that pitch low for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. So waiting the 1-1 pitch here. That one drifts low and outside. 2-1 now is the count.
LSU up on Ole Miss quickly, 2-0 in the top of the second out there. And Auburn, Mississippi State. Auburn's up quickly, 2-0 on State in the bottom of the second.
This pitch popped up left side. Left fielder's going to give chase into foul territory and just can't get to it as it drops about a foot foul down the left side, so that'll go for a strike. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll take places I don't want to be this weekend for 100, Alex. What is Oxford, Mississippi? With LSU in town, you got the concert, and Oxford is already a busy place as well. So, it's not a place I want to be this weekend.
No, big concert there, big baseball series with LSU. LSU took game 1 last night and head quickly here in game 2. So you're right.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Second baseman easily cleans that one up, tosses over to first, and that will end the inning. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We've played 2.5 here in Fulton. Hinds still leads this one 1-0. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Want to make a good living? Come learn a skill at Max Home. Upholstery trainees start at $15.50 an hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Bolton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're heading down to the bottom of the 3rd inning right now for ICC. It'll be the 1-2-3 batters due up. Drew Capobianco, Matthew Martinolich, and Will Verdon. 1-0 is your score here in favor of Hinds. Hinds with 3 hits so far in the contest. They've got 1 run to show for it. ICC with 2. Still yet to put a run on the board. That first pitch missing for a ball.
Yeah, like any series this time of year, this is a big series as that pitch is kind of a whoopsie. Drew sticks the bat out there on the inside part of the plate and makes contact with it, grounds out to short.
Yeah, one of those little check swings that ball ran in on him and caught the solid part of the bat and threw it hard enough that it got to the shortstop without an issue. 6-3 on the putout for out number 1. Brad Asusi, you got those standings in front of you, so we'll kind of just talk about that a little bit more. ICC currently in 4th place in the conference. They've got Jones in Northeast and Hinds tracking right behind them, so this is a big series with postseason implications on the line.
Yeah, ICC currently 4th right now with a 15-7 record there in the conference, and that's smoked by Martin.
Hit hard but pulled foul, so that I believe even up the count at 1-1.
Hinds 10-10 right now, and they are in the 7th spot right now in the conference. You know, of course, games are at a premium right now because we're running at the end of the season here toward the end as far as the regular season, and that's ball 2. You know, your series are wrapping up. I think baseball's got 2 more next week. I think that's it for them.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's at a premium because, you know, East Central's currently leading with an 18-4 record, and any loss right now is definitely going to negatively demote you down as that one's smoked.
This one high, deep, left field. Left fielder's going back, can't fight. That's going to be no, it's going to bounce off the wall. Thought it was going to be a ground rule double, but instead that will be a Davis Ford double.
Yeah, Martin Alex continues to swing that hot bat that he has been swinging, and he came into the day 3rd in the MACCC with a .421 batting average. Was also tied for 9th in the MACCC with a .503 on-base percentage, and adds to that right there with that hit right there.
I'm really surprised the ball bounced off the ground as high as it did, considering the rain we got last night.
Yeah, second kind of ball we've seen bounce that high today. We saw one back here behind the plate do the same thing, as that's strike 1 to Will Verdun.
Yeah, I was imagining a ball like that, if it hit the ground, it would kind of bury itself, but nearly bouncing over the wall for a ground rule double as it caught the top of the wall and stayed in play. 0-1 is the count here to Verdun. Runner at 2nd. That ball's going to get away, and the runner will advance.
Yeah, so easily Martin Alex is able to move over to 3rd now. You only have 1 out. And this is the guy, Adam, that you want at the plate because, again,
Yes.
Verdun's 2nd in the MACCC with 58 RBIs on the year, and he's looking for 59 right here.
So he's going to dig in this situation. The runner at 3rd and 1 out. Why not go ahead and put 60 on the board, too? As he tried to there, took a very healthy swing, and now the count will go to 1-2.
Yeah, now you got to shorten up, got to protect the plate. You still want to try to put the ball in play. You want to get that run in. It's at 3rd, and you want to do everything you can, hopefully, to prevent out number 2.
That ball in the dirt blocked up nicely that time, and that's something, too, you got to keep in mind here, especially with a runner at 3rd. We've seen 3 balls that have been in the dirt and got away from the catcher. You don't want to tie the ball game up that way. You at least want to make them earn it with a hit here.
Yeah, we've seen several balls kind of bounce away from the catcher there in the dirt and all that, so that catcher's got his work cut out for him.
So the 2-2 pitch on its way. This one's going to be popped up right side. Should be deep enough to be a sac fly as the right fielder will get it. Martin Alex will tag up, and the throw will not be in time, and we've got a tie ball game. Well, a productive out there as that's going to be a sacrifice fly being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. 2 outs now as that will be an RBI and a run scored there. ICC BSU reminded you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That's the ICC BSU. Of course, we honored Brother Chris before the game as this is his final game, our home game, as this ball popped up. And just not going to carry again to the warning track, and that will be out number 2. We'll continue to talk about Brother Chris when we come back, but ICC able to tie it up here in the bottom of the 3rd We'll head to the fourth. Be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet. A famous speed solver.
Piece of cake.
A noted cheese connoisseur.
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the fourth inning. 1-1 is the score after a ICC Baptist Student Union sacrifice fly by Will Verdong that plated Matthew Martin Knowledge, who doubled with one out in the inning. So we're tied now 1-1 here in game one. Hinds to the plate. As that first pitch finds the edge for a strike, it's going to be Coleman, McCarthy, and Hill scheduled up here for the Eagles. And that's going to be a flare out to right field and a line drive. Another nice catch out there.
I tell you what, there's been some good, solid balls hit by both squads that you think, hey, that's going to drop or that's a gapper or whatever, and it's just ended up going right to someone. So, really besides that home run, there's been some hits, but those are some solid hits that you think are going to fall. That's strike one that just aren't making it to the ground.
So this is McCarthy, who struck out swinging to end the first at the plate here for the Eagles. Takes a healthy swing at that one, missing 0-2 now is the count. So we were talking about it as we headed to the break. This is the final home game for Brother Chris, as there's a swing and a miss for strike three. That is going to be another Renaissance Bank strikeout, the third of the game for Akins. Now 2 outs in the inning. I just need to keep talking about Brother Chris because good things happen. But, yes, this is his last home game. He has been the director of the ICC Baptist Student Union, retiring at the end of the school year. Really can't thank enough of Brother Chris and everything he's done, not only for the ICC BSU, but in a volunteer status for the college.
Yeah, he has done a lot for the college. Been one of the longest standing, as far as you want to call it, clubs, organizations for the college there with the BSU, as that is strike two right there on the outside part of the plate. Good pitch there by Akins. But been in that role and has affected many students' lives, as that's ball one in the dirt, who have come through here, positively impacted them. All those mission trips that they've gone on, Adam, spring break mission trips. So, again, much missed, but a well-deserved retirement, as that ball is going to drop fair.
It's a fair ball. And the ball rolls away, so that will go for a 2-out Davis Ford double off the bat of Hill. And as you said, that one just inside the line for a fair ball. That's going to be the fourth hit of the game. That Davis Ford double being brought to you by our friends over at Davis Ford. Looking for a new or used automobile? Come by and check them out here in Fulton, a longtime proud sponsor of ICC Athletics, and a proud customer of Davis Ford as well.
Absolutely, have been. Daughters, proud Ford. They drive 3 great Ford cars, and then I've had many Ford trucks, and enjoy working with Tab, as that one is skied out to center field, and that's going to be the third out of the inning.
Well, nice job there by Akins to come back and get the routine fly ball out to center to end the inning after giving up that double there. 1-1 is your score. We're going to head to the bottom of the fourth inning, but before we do, let's hear from the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Ankle sprains are one of the most common sports injuries, with an estimated 25,000 occurring every day in the United States. Sprains can happen with any sport, including just walking across the yard. Ankle sprains are most common in ball sports such as basketball, soccer, volleyball, and others. As with any injury, your body quickly sends blood to start healing the process, which leads to the swelling. Rest, ice, compression, elevation, known as RICE, is a good way to treat an ankle sprain. This decreases the swelling, lessens your pain, and allows your body to heal the injury. Studies have shown that the sooner you return to activity, the better and typically the faster you will recover. Depending on the amount of injury to the ligaments, it may be days, weeks, or even months to return to high-intensity sports. Sometimes recovery may be slow, but if it gets better day by day or week by week, you are on the right path. If the ankle seems to stop improving and you just can't get back to your activities, then it's time to come see us at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Remember, our story is you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set now to move to the bottom of the fourth inning. ICC and Hinds tied at 1 here in Game 1. We do have a Renaissance Bank scoreboard update. ICC in softball has taken a 3-0 lead in the third inning. So the Indians trying to pick up a pretty big win, or if they get a sweep would be big down there in softball, but Hinds is always a tough team and a very tough place to play traditionally. So the Indians swinging on the first pitch they see, send it out to left field. Left fielder going back, and to the wall. And Brad, that's been the third or fourth ball today we've seen get out to the warning track, and just need a little bit of wind that's not blowing too much today to get out of the ballpark, as that was Settlemyers who flew out.
Yeah, that brings up Bo Rock, who singled his first at bat. Update there from Oxford. LSU is now up 6-0 in the bottom of the second. So Morgan Wallen fans aren't going to be too happy with that out there in Oxford. And Auburn's still up 2-0 on State in the bottom of the third. And that one is being played in Auburn, not in Starkville.
So that pitch fouled back for a strike. 0-1 is the count. This one's going to be hit to the right side. Second baseman boots it, but able to find it and was going to get it over in time. Thought for a second might have got away a little bit further than it did, but a friendly bounce there for Hinds. Instead of bouncing away from the second baseman, it kind of bounced straight up that time. And he was able to quickly get it over and throw it out for out number 2.
Yeah, good job. Good defensive effort there by the Hinds Eagles there, and the second baseman there in Chisholm did a good job to get that out, as that is Bain at the plate, and he swings through the first pitch for strike 1. So defensively, been good defensively really for both squads today. And some good defensive efforts out there behind the good pitching that we have seen, So only a few little hiccups here. That's ball 1. Got a 1-1 count now to Bain.
So Bain at the plate takes that one.
2-1 count right there. That's ball 2.
Thank you, sir. Trying to update the Twitters for our softball fans. So this pitch is popped up right side. First baseman dripping back. Now the second baseman going. And now the right fielder calls him off and has to lean back and catch that one. And so just a little bit of a circus go at it there as it ends up in the glove of the right fielder Hill for a 3-up, 3-down inning there to end the fourth. We're heading to the fifth. ICC and Hinds tied at 1. Back with more right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set now to head to the top of the fifth inning. 1-1 is your score, and Brad, we're almost halfway there right now. So your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, good pitching effort on both sides. You know, a couple of hiccups given up here and there. That is ball one right there to Cole Smith.
Smith, yes.
Not a lot of hits that are dropping, but there's been some good solid contact. Right there's another one. Solidly hit right at Will Verdung. It was a line shot, and he had to jump up just a little bit to grab it. So a great solid hit there, but again, it's an out. So we've seen a lot of that today, but again, seen a lot of good defensive plays too. And so just one of those good conference battles is what you're seeing right now, and it's starting on the mound.
So with one out now, this is going to be what we believe the catcher Janos at the plate. We do apologize if we're saying any of these names wrong, as that first pitch finds the edge for a strike. 0-1 is the count. That one just a little bit too far outside as Aiken Aiken trying to see how far he can go off the edge there. And 1-1 now is the count. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now the count here to the catcher.
Yeah, quickly ahead here, 1-2. And that's one thing both pitchers have done is tried to work ahead here, and that one's a little chopper now to Verdung. He's going to charge it, field it, make a throw over on the run.
Good job!
Good job on both sides again by the defense there for Will Verdung and Bo Rock to field that over there. That's out number 2.
Yeah, that's a tough play, but when you got a guy like Bo Rock who has been solid over at first all year, you feel comfortable making that play because a lot of times you'll see a third baseman come up and kind of eat that one to not, take a chance of throwing it away. But, you got a guy like Rock over there at first. You don't mind taking those chances. That pitch in there for a strike as this is Chisholm at the plate. He is 1 for 2 today with a solo home run. He was robbed of an extra base hit his last time up on a great diving catch out in right field. And he will hit a lazy fly ball out to left for out number 3. Another quick 3-up, 3-down inning there for Aiken. And that's what you want there for your Indians. 1-1 is the score. We're going to take a timeout. Let's hear from Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the 5th inning for ICC to be the 8-9-1 batters due up. McCray, Hancock, and Capo Bianco. And we've got a good one brewing here if you're a fan of pitching. Not a lot of strikeouts today. 3 for Hinds, 1 for the Indians. But, Brad, you said it, both teams kind of playing atom ball today as the balls have been hit hard but been hit at people. And we've also seen some great defensive plays on both sides of the coin as well.
Yeah, and you've only seen one walk on the day, too, by both squads. Only one walk, and it was a hit by pitch, and that was Drew Capobianco in his first at-bat in the first inning. So that also shows you as that pitch is outside, you get a lot of those. Both pitchers, both sides are throwing strikes. They're coming up there, they're throwing strikes, and they're saying, hit me, and that's what they're doing. And we're hitting the ball. They're hitting the ball. It's just a lot of it right at each other.
And Dre kind of jams him, and that one's going to drop over the head of this shortstop and go for a base hit.
And Dre continues to find a way to get hits. That's his second hit of the day. He's got 2 singles right there, and that's what he's been doing. And like we keep saying over and over again, if you got a hot bat, they're going to find a way to put you in the lineup. And he's still swinging a good hot bat right now. So good for Dre and good for the Indians to get the leadoff batter of the inning on base here, now up with Eli Hancock, number 9.
So Eli's going to show bunt and lays it down. It's a good one. It's only going to be one play, and it's over to first. And that sacrifice bunt there to perfection.
Yeah, that was a bunt and run, and what that is, take the hit and run situation. It was a bunt and run. Dre McCrary took off on the pitch, and so Hancock squared around and bunted, and so that got Dre closer to second. In other words, to prevent the double play, which it was a good bunt that was laid down anyway, so there was not going to be no chance on the double play. So good sack bunt there.
That sacrifice bunt being brought to you by the ICC Wesley Foundation. This pitch fouled back and out of play. This is going to be Drew Capobianco coming to the plate. As you mentioned, he was hit by a pitch, stole a base, but was left stranded in the first. Grounded out 6-3. He tried to check his swing. The ball ran in on him and hit his bat and threw it hard enough that it went to the shortstop and was able to get the out. That pitch going to miss outside. Evens up the count now at 1-1.
Yeah, now's a good opportunity for the Indians here. You're in the bottom of the fifth here, and you have a runner in scoring position with one out.
So waiting the 1-1 offering here. And
Good
that
pitch.
one, nice pitch as he worked outside, slipped that one inside, and now it's a 1-2 count here on Capobianco.
Yeah, got to battle if you're Capobianco up there at the plate. You got to battle and protect the plate. Try to put something in play here, especially on the right side of the field.
1-2 pitch, missing low and outside, evens things up now at 2-2.
Ground ball to the right side of the field moves up McCray. Of course, you'd love to see a hit here, but if it's just a ground ball that is going to be an out, at least you want it on the right side of the field.
So waiting the 2-2 offering here to Capobianco. Pitch is on its way. Curveball, and it just misses. Boy, that's a tough one to hang off of there.
Yeah, it was a good breaking pitch, as we've mentioned, that the Hinds pitcher is throwing and does a great job with it, and it brings it in there. And so that one just wasn't able to come in and break across that outside part of the plate.
3-2 pitch, swung on, ground ball. And as you said, Brad, if you're going to get a ground out, get it to the right side, and that's exactly what he did there as he hits it to the first baseman. And he was basically playing on the line that time. It was directly behind the bag. Runner does advance to third. There's now 2 outs, and Matthew Martinowicz coming to the plate.
Yeah, he took that inside pitch, and it was inside. He was able to turn on it, get good bat on that ball, and you're right. If he wasn't playing on that line, that could have easily been a double for Drew. Wasn't out number 2, but it does advance Dre McCray over to third.
So this is Martinowicz who takes that breaking pitch at the knees for a strike. 0-1 now is the count here to Marty. He doubled his last time up and scored a run on a sacrifice fly by Verdung, who is on deck. Martinowicz fights that pitch off. Shortstop gets it. Going to have to hurry to throw, and it just gets him across the way. 6-3 on the putout for out number 3. So the Indians do get the runner in scoring position, but just could not push him home. We're still tied at 1. We'll head to the top of the 6th and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 6th inning. 1-1, still your score here between ICC and Hinds. This one starting to build itself up to an instant classic here between these two teams. Is that pitch on there for a strike? Aiken has had a pretty good day so far. He did give up that solo home run on the first pitch he threw, but has only given up 3 hits since. And he has had some solid defense behind him as well as that pitch fouled back and out of play. Had to go for strike 2.
Yes, that was Johnson. We got Ashton Johnson, the center fielder, up for Hinds. He did square the bunt on that and popped it back out of play. He does have 2 strikes, and then he lifts that pitch out to center. Center fielder's going to camp under it. Jackson Lee out there makes the catch. First out of the inning.
So with one away now, this is going to be Benson, the first baseman, coming to the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Fly out to center field and a ground out to second as well. That pitch just missing on that outside edge. 1-0 is the count. This one's going to be popped over to the right side and out of play. 1-1 now is the count here on Benson.
Yeah, both pitchers working with quickly out there on the mound, on the hill, and they're, again, throwing good games, I mean, there's a lot of strikes being thrown here, not a lot of balls. Is that it? That's a ball right there. Not a lot of deep counts. You're not seeing a lot of full counts here thus far in this game, as that pitch is grounded to short, and Marty throws over and gets the second out of the inning.
Yeah, that was a little tricky as it kind of used the pitcher mound as a little bit of a ramp to get out there to Marty. He did a good job staying in front of that one and getting out number 2. So with 2 away now, this is going to bring Coleman to the plate, who singled back in the first and then lined out to right for the first out of the 4th inning. That pitch missing high and outside for a ball. So 1-0 is the count. 1-1 is the score here in the 6th. Beautiful breaking pitch in there for a strike. Both these pitchers today for ICC and Hinds, when they can get on top of that curveball and throw it for strikes, it's been a beauty.
Yeah, and then there's a strike 2 right there. 1-2 count here on Coleman. And again, you're just seeing both pitchers working ahead. And then that one's going to be smashed out to center field. That's gone.
Out of here, yes. It's going to be another home run as Coleman just took a chop at that one. And you don't see very many balls go out of the ballpark on that side of the field, but it carried. And Hinds now takes a 2-1 advantage here.
Yeah, y'all can see it on the camera out there. Our fence has kind of got 3 tiers, as I call it. And out in center field, you got the second tier, and then, of course, the top where the 390 sign is. And that wouldn't even really hit up in the air very high. He lined that thing over that second tier, as that's ball 1 right there to McCarthy.
Yep.
And, I mean, it was out in a hurry, Adam.
This pitch fouled back for 1-1. Yeah, that's, we always talk to Andy Kirk, our former softball coach. He said that's the home runs he likes, those that don't necessarily sky or travel long. You just hit on the line, and it hit halfway up one of those cedar trees out there, and, it was a legit home run on that one. So that pitch missing low, 2-1 now is the count.
So any small opportunity, window of opportunity both teams are getting, they need to take advantage of. And that's what Hinds has done thus far at the plate here, is that strike 2 fouled off down the third base side. But, the 2 home runs, that's what that's it. They've given up 2 home runs on the day. Akins has, and that's been the 2 runs that are on the board for them. And so you have to find slight miscues, and that's what they did, and that's what ICC's got to do to provide runs in a game like this when you got 2 good pitchers dueling out there.
That pitch inside for a ball, 3-2 is the count. Well, Hinds has went to the long ball today to pick up their 2 runs. ICC had a sacrifice fly. They have left 4 runners on the bag, and all 4 have been in scoring position. But that is going to be another Renaissance Bank strikeout there, the 4th of the day for Aiken. We'll take a break and go to the bottom of the 6th. ICC trailing it now 2-1. Back with more right after this.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. CagleEyeCenter.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the sixth inning. 2-1. Hinds has recaptured the lead here after that solo home run to center by Coleman, who is 2 for 3 on the day. And for ICC, it'll be the 3-4-5 batters due up: Will Verdung, Jackson Lee, and Jackson Settlemyers. Verdung swings on the first pitch he sees, pops it up, back and out of play for strike one.
I hadn't gotten our stands.
Whoa. Usually you hear people heads up, and nobody really helping out there.
Sorry, go ahead.
But Renaissance Bank scoreboard update, ICC softball up 5-0 now in the fourth at Hinds. That pitch drifts high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, we need to get Will's bat hot. It has been hot. I don't mean that it's cooled off any, but it's not where it was. And so, he's just off a little bit right now, and got to get back where it was, and especially when we go into the postseason play, as he fouls that one back for a 1-2 count here. So need that bat to get back scorching hot like it was midway earlier through the season, as that one that ball goes, it's ball 2 there, gets underneath the catcher's legs, goes back to the backstop. 2-2 count here on Will Verdung.
So Verdung now with a 2-2 count, as you mentioned. Very dangerous batter here in the conference. Awaiting the 2-2 offering here.
There it goes.
And you called it. Need to heat him up. Well, it's not going to get much hotter than that, as the left fielder smashes into the wall, and we've got a tie ball game.
That's what we want to see right there, and there's another home run hit on the day. That's the third home run between both teams hit on the day. So you're looking at a 2-2 game now. 4 runs total scored, 3 of those 4 runs on solo shots on the day between both teams. So great job. I'm glad to see that. I know Will Verdung is glad to see that. I know the series we had against Delta the other day, you could kind of sense a little frustration in him when he was at the plate, because things just when you're at the bat, when you get a little something off right there, he's going to go out and check the left fielder, because he did run into the wall out there.
He smashed into the wall pretty hard. Let's take this Orthopedic Institute timeout here and be back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okalona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back. No changes made out there in left field. The coach just wanted to go out there and make sure his guy was all right after he ran into the wall pretty hard trying to chase down that long ball. Off the bat of Verdung, as this pitch going to be in the dirt, evens the count up now at 1-1, as this is Jackson Lee at the plate. Brad, you said it. You wanted to see his bat get hot again, and as we said, don't get much hotter than that, as that was one of those when he made contact, you knew it. It wasn't going to stay in the ballpark very long.
No, that's what we've seen, and Lord, we saw a game where he hit 3 of those, and so in one game. And so I want to see that bat get high, and I'm sure Coach Connor's glad to see that, and I'm sure Will Verdung as well is that pitch is placed well on the outside part of the plate there. Now you got a 2-2 count here on Jackson Lee, who does come into the day with a .403 batting average, .503 on base percentage, as that's a full count. That's something we haven't seen a lot of today.
Only second time. I was about to make that point. Only second time today we've seen the count go full, as both these pitchers have done a good job of filling up the strike zone, but the batters have also done a good job of being aggressive at the plate, as this one is going to be swung on and missed for strike 3. So it's one of those he just couldn't catch up with the high heat that time. Second time today that Lee will go down swinging. That is the second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Hinds. Azora Dagan is what we're going to say his name is.
I'm glad you tried it again.
As that pitch clips the corner for strike. 0-1 now is the count here to Settle Myers, who is 0 for 2 on the day.
He's hit the ball hard, too. I know last time up bat, just again, is one of those that we talked about earlier in the game. That's ball one right there. It was right at somebody. And so, he's gotten good bat on ball right here today and did the last game he played.
So 1-1 pitch and pops that one up. Center fielder's going to go back to the warning track again and make the play. Right, there's been 4 pitches or 4 at-bats I can think of that's ended up at the warning track. If they can just get a little bit of wind today for us, we could already have really opened up this game here, but Hinds doing a good job of tracking that one down. And now with 2 outs, this is going to be Bo Rock at the plate. Rock swings on the first pitch he sees, pops this one up. Center fielder will coast over and squeeze it for out number 3. Nice job there by Hinds to settle down and get 3 outs after giving up that home run to start the inning. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got a good one brewing here. 2-2 is your score after 6 complete. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 7th inning. Of course, here in Game 1, they are scheduled for 9 innings. Game 2 will be the 7-inning affair, as this will be the 6, 7, 8 batters due up here for Hinds. It'll be Hill, Lee, and Smith scheduled up. Breaking pitch in there for a strike.
Yeah, got a top 10 battle out there in South Carolina, South Carolina up 6-2 on Florida.
Wow.
Now that's ball 1 right there in the dirt. LSU still up on Ole Miss in the top of the 4th, 6-0. Auburn still clinging to the 2-0 lead in the top of the 5th as that one's fouled down the third base side for strike 2.
So 1-2 now is the count here. This is Hill at the plate. And pops that one up and just finds a piece of it.
Yeah. He just stuck a bat out there, and that's a way to stay alive. Yep. If you think that pitch is going to be called a strike, which he has been calling that outside pitch, stick that bat out there and get a piece of it, and you live to fight another day.
1-2 pitch, and a tough one to hang off of there. Good eye on the part of Hill. He doubled in his last at-bat, flew out to left in his first. Swinging and a miss for strike 3. Nice pitch there, low and outside. Got him to chase one back-to-back Renaissance Bank strikeouts now for Aiken. He's got 5 of those on the afternoon. So now this is going to be Lee coming to the plate. 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. Flew out to center to end the 4th in his most recent at-bat. 2-2 is your score here in the top of the 7th. That pitch in there for a strike. Boy, both these pitchers have been just grooving today.
Yeah, I mean, again, if you wanted to see a good pitch, now people are going to say, well, it's a 2-2 game. You've had 3 home runs hit, sure. But there again, if you want to see a good pitching duel, you need to be watching this game. These guys are going at it. They're throwing a lot of strikes. Again, like you mentioned, we hadn't had many full counts, 2, I think you said, 2 or 3, maybe at the most. So not a lot of walks only on the day at all. So good pitching duel here in Fulton.
That pitch just missing outside. Not a bad spot to miss there to see if he can get him to chase one. Holds off now does Lee, and the count goes 1-2. This pitch popped up left side. Center fielder calling everyone off, shades his eyes, and squeezes it for out number 2. So 2 away now, and this will bring the left fielder Smith to the plate, who is also 0 for 2 on the day. He's flown out to center to end the 2nd in his first at-bat, and then lined out on a nice play to 3rd by Verdung in his last at-bat.
Smoked it foul.
And pretty much hits it hard the same direction as last time, just as you said, goes foul for strike 1. So 0-1 is the count here to Smith. That pitch just missing low. 1-1 now is the count.
He mentioned it, Adam, a great day today. Chop day for the Indians. Strike 2 there on the outside part of the plate. A lot of people played a role in that in making today a success, and of course it's still going, and thanks to everyone in physical plant, community relations, sports information, as that ball is high right there, 2-2, athletics, everyone all the way around the college to make this first day a success, and of course thanks to Mother Nature.
Yes, I was looking at the forecast earlier in the week, and I was like, oh, this ain't going to be a good thing. But it did move up to Friday as this pitch hit. But it's going to be lined out. I thought the way he turned on it looked like a big boy shot there, but just got underneath it for a 3-up, 3-down inning here in the top of the 7th. We'll take a break, come back with the home half of the 7th right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tribe!
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now as we're going to head to the bottom of the 7th inning, ICC and Hinds tied at 2. For the Indians, it'll be the 7, 8, 9 batters due up, Bain, McCray, and Hancock. So, as we mentioned, game 1 here in the conference play is scheduled for 9 innings. The Indians have left 4 runners on the bags. All 4 of those have been in scoring position. So the Indians would like to see if they can manufacture a run here in the bottom of the 7th to see if they can take their first lead of the day as that first pitch high for a ball.
Yeah, I mean, you hadn't seen a lot of long innings where teams were able to put together a lot of hits. That's smoked right there, and that's going to be a clean single down the third base line right there, and it's going to be a double as that ball is going to make it to the corner out there in the left field. Great job there by Bain to turn on that pitch right there and line it down into the left field corner. So lead off double there by Bain.
And that double being brought to you by Davis Ford, and that's what we said. The Indians, if they can maybe manufacture a run here, take their first lead of the day, and that's a great way to start the inning there by Bain with that hard hit double down the line. Now this is going to bring up Dre McCray to the plate. And this is the guy that you want right here. 2 for 2 on the day, and as you mentioned, Brad, it's been hot, worked his way into the lineup, and when you're 2 for 2 on a day like this, good way to keep yourself in the lineup as well.
Absolutely.
This is that first pitch. Ball gets away, goes for ball 1.
Yeah, he's seeing the ball real well lately, and of course, Coach Collier's running through some signs and signals down there at the third base, but Dre is really seeing the ball good lately, getting some good cuts, some good swings on some balls, and getting hits.
So 1-0 is the count. Takes a healthy chop at that one, missing 1-1 now is the count here to the DH McCray. Bain is at second. He doubled to start the inning. Indians and Eagles tied at 2. I always have to check myself because Hinds Athletics is kind of unique. As they're going to show bunt, pulls back and takes that one for a ball. All the sports on the Raymond campus is the Bulldogs. Basketball is on the Utica campus. They're the Bulldogs. Or I'd say that backwards. The Eagles are in Raymond.
Eagles.
Yeah, and Bulldogs are on the other campus. Shows bunt again and pulls back and takes that one for a ball. 3-1 now is the count.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned. I said that. I thought that a while ago. I had to look down to see what we were today with them, and of course they are the Eagles. But you're right. They either the Eagles or the Bulldogs.
So 3-1 now is the count here to McCray. Runner at second. No outs in the bottom of the 7th. And that's going to be the first walk of the day for either pitcher, and a nice at bat there by McCray to earn that walk.
Yeah, good job again, McCray. Seeing the ball well, very patient at the plate. And you're going to have a mound visit here by Hinds here to have a chat. They do have activity in their bullpen.
Well, let's take a quick break here. A few words from our sponsors. Let's hear from the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Everyone has
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as runners on first and second here. No change is made for the Eagles. ICC trying to find a way to take their first lead of the game here. They're going to show bunt, pop it up, and it's going to go foul. And good chase given by Janos there, but just couldn't quite find it. We've got a Renaissance Bank scoreboard update for you in softball. ICC leading it now 6-1 in the middle of the 5th. In game 1, that's after a RBI double by Lexi Brown. So that bunt attempt goes foul for strike 1. This is Eli Hancock at the plate, batting in that 9 spot here for the Indians. Shows bunt again, pulls back and takes it for a ball. Makes it 1-1. He had a sacrifice bunt in his last at bat. There was a good one down the first baseline. He also grounded out basically the second. It was deflected by the pitcher. Ended up at second base on the ground out.
Yeah, good opportunity here for the Indians. Something they hadn't had all day, and gets that bunt down again. Good job by Hancock there to get the bunt down. It does move up. So I say second, as you mentioned, sack bunt on the day, and it does move our runners up to second and third now with only 1 out.
That sacrifice bunt being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union, reminding you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That's the ICC BSU. Traditionally, they meet Monday nights at 7:07. So for students that will be attending ICC next year, we do encourage you to be a part of the ICC Baptist Student Union as we say farewell to Brother Chris, who is retiring this year. So now Indians with runners at second and third with 1 out. And this is Capo Bianco at the plate. He takes that pitch on the outside edge for a strike.
Yeah, strike one there, and Cap, he grounded out to
first.
His last at bat.
It's also grounded out to short as the infield coming in, trying to cut down this run in this situation here. And boy, you talk about somebody being due for a base hit. That's Capo Bianco, and right now would be a huge time for this one, especially with the infield coming in this situation. 1-1 pitch on its way. Breaking pitch. Just can't quite turn over enough as it misses outside. 2-1.
Yeah, and that just shows you how each team sees this. Runs are at a premium in this game.
Yes.
You're bringing the infield in here with runners at second and third, and they know to scratch across a run, it's at a premium and hard to do right now. And so that's a 3-1 count, and so Cap doing a good job out there here with a good eye to run this count to 3-1. There is an empty base at first, but Hinds is not in a position where they want to put Cap on and get to Mark Knowledge.
3-1 pitch on its way. This one swung on, popped up. Left fielder is going to get it. They're going to test his arm, and they're going to try to tag up. The throw is not going to be on line, and that will be a sacrifice fly to give the Indians the lead. Big-time hit there, productive out. ICC taking their first lead of the day on this ICC Baptist Student Union sacrifice fly to left. 3-2 now. As the runner scores from third, the runner stays at second, and we may have a change here.
Yeah, he's made the call.
And so we had a call to the bullpen, brought to you by Tommy Morgan real estate agent Ricky Murphy. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Hey, Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Tribe!
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okalon, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Hey, Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Tribe!
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. ICC takes their first lead of the afternoon at 3-2. Here with 2 outs in the inning. This is going to be Matthew Martinolich at the plate. Martinolich doubled. He has flown out to center and grounded out 6-3 in his most recent at bat. We'll tell you about the new pitcher here. Is that one in there for a strike?
Mason
Shaley,
right-handed pitcher out of Vicksburg, pitched at Warren Central. 10 appearances on the year. Does have a 1-1 record, 1 win, 1 loss, as that ball drifts high for ball 2. 25 and a third innings pitched on the year, 36 hits given up on 27 runs, 15 base on balls to 24 Ks with a 7.46 ERA.
So 2-1 now is the count. 2 outs and a runner at second. Healthy swing and a miss there by Marty. And now the count evens up at 2-2.
Yeah, out in front of that pitch right there, Martin Olich was timing off there. That took something off of it, Shaley did. So good job of pitching there. But Martin Olich sure would love to put the ball in play here, as he does not.
And that'll go for strike 3. So a nice job by Shaley to come in and get that Renaissance Bank strikeout to end the inning. But the Indians do get 1 run on a sacrifice fly by Drew Capobianco that scored Gray Bain. As we'll take a break and be back with the top of the 8th right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we now head to the top of the 8th inning. ICC leading for the first time this afternoon, 3-2 here over Hinds in the first of 2 games this afternoon here on the ICC Sports Network. And there's a breaking pitch, but it's just up a little bit too high. 1-0 now is the count. 9-1-2 batters due up here. Janice and Chisholm and Johnson, as this pitch popped up, and it's going to go foul and out of play for strike 1.
Yeah, 1-1 count. Aikens still in for the Indians, still on the hill. Throwing a good game. He's given up 5 hits thus far.
They're going to say, did he go? They're going to say he did not. I do agree. Count goes 2-1 now. I do like the quick check, though, by the home plate umpire.
I do, too.
Swing and a miss there for strike 2.
Yeah, good pitch call right there. Had him off balance, had him way out in front on that breaking pitch coming in there, so carries the count to 2-2.
2-2 pitch. This one popped up. Left fielder started to stop for a second. Now will run back and squeeze it for the out. Back-to-back putouts out there in left field. I tell you what, Eli's been busy today. I've got him with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 putouts on the afternoon.
Yeah, in center field out there in Jackson Lee's had several too. I was going to say, I mean, there's been a bunch of, and you can look on the other side too where they have with us. So, I mean, like I say, good pitching on the day.
That pitch misses inside for a ball. 0-1 now is the count. We go back to the top of the lineup here in Chisholm. Talked about him. He had that solo home run to start the contest on the first game, or the first pitch of the game. That pitch goes foul, and 0-2 now is the count. We talked about softball today. We've also got tennis in action. They're trying to get that third place bid into the national tournament. Is that pitch missing outside for a ball? 1-2 is the count. We'll see if we've got an update on that one. As this pitch foul back, will stay at 1-2. Well, the last update we got, it was 2-1 Meridian. That was after doubles. So ICC got a little bit of work to do there as this pitch fouled off, and we'll stay at 1-2 again.
You mentioned Brother Chris earlier in the broadcast and honoring him today is well deserved. And, one question on everybody's mind, Adam, is going to be, is he going to pass along the recipe for the BSU burger?
Hey, speaking of that, he brought me a gift today, and it is the secret weapon that is the ICC BSU burger flavoring. And I'm just going to be honest with you folks, I'm not going to tell you what it is. As this pitch fouled back, we'll stay at 2-2. As Brother Chris, he takes pride in that. We jokingly talk about it, but he is taking pride in his hamburgers. That is going to be a walk, the first of the day there for Aiken.
And he does a good job, and we do jokingly talk about it, but there are truly people who come out to the park here, and if they haven't had one and they get one, they brag tremendously about it. And then you'll have some people who come out here and say, look, I've heard about that burger. I want to go get one.
So Aiken comes back after that walk, delivers the first pitch across for a strike here to Johnson, the center fielder, who is 1 for 3 on the day with a single. He's flown out to left and center. As this one going to be fouled off, and 0-2 now will be the count.
Yeah, runs, again, mentioned earlier in the broadcast, runs are at a premium for both sides here. The one, I say one slip up could be, hopefully you have a double play ball or a K right here, but you don't want to walk anybody, and he did, and put Chisholm on. And there's your line shot out there, and again, walks can come back to hurt you. Right now it has not. You still have a runner in scoring position, though, or you do have a runner in scoring position now for Hinds, because Johnson just moved Chisholm up with that clean single. That's going to bring Coach Collier out to the mound.
Yeah, we might be having a little bit of a change here, as well as Coach Collier is going to take that slow stroll out there. We'll hear from our sponsors and be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okalona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tide! Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tide!
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the top of the 8th inning. We do have a call to the bullpen being brought to you by Tommy Morgan, real estate agent Ricky Murphy. New pitcher in the game, Will Verdung for the Indians. We'll also tell you about the new third baseman as well. Swing and a miss there for strike one. Before we talk about the third baseman, Brad, tell us of some numbers brought to you by Samstown Market here on Verdung.
Yeah, Verdung, of course, we know he's in the lineup and a regular in the lineup and starts at third for us and does have some relief appearances on the year and does come in to pitch on occasion. As that pitch is in the dirt for ball one right there. Good job by Bain back there to keep that ball in front. Verdung has 7 appearances on the hill this year, 3 wins, 1 loss, does have 2 saves. This could be a save opportunity right here. 11 innings pitched, 9 hits given up on 5 runs as that pitch is swung on and fouled. 7 base on balls, 11 Ks, a 4.09 ERA.
And those stats being brought to you by Samstown Market in Manatachie. Sam come by and talked to us a little while before the start of the game. Did a great job of PA during the Shop Day football festivities. So 1-2 now is the count here. That pitch just drifting high and outside. Couldn't get him to chase. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, need to get the exit around here of some sort. Need to get a K. Love to have that good double play ball to exit the inning, but got to get this. Got to get another out here. Runners at first and second for Hinds. That one's lifted out to left field. Hancock's going to give chase to it and is going to be there to make the play. Runner is not going to tag.
That was one of those that didn't know if the wind was going to help carry it a little bit further out of play, but it did stay fair, and a nice job out there by Hancock to squeeze it for out number 2.
Another one hit to Hancock, by the way.
Yes. And now here comes trouble in the form of Coleman, the third baseman. 2 for 3 on the day with an RBI or a solo home run and a single in his first at bat. So a tough out here for the Indians here in game 1 as Verdung getting set to deliver the pitch. Snap, throw down to first, and not in time.
Yeah, Coleman is the one who drove that basically kind of a line out to center field over that second tier of that fence and those cedars out there. So, again, careful here.
Took something off of that one, fouls it back. 1-1 now is the count. Boy, he saw what he was looking for, just couldn't quite time it up. As now the count goes 1-1, 2 outs, runners on first and second, tying run at second, go-ahead run at first here for the Eagles. 1-1 pitch. And it's going to get through, and are they going to test the arm?
They are.
They are. The throw is not going to be in time. They tried to deke him, and then the ball gets away, and the runner will advance. It's one of those you got to go ahead and make that play there if you're Bain.
Yeah, I don't understand what happened right there.
Well, it's one of those you saw a guy in the major leagues do it a few weeks ago. He just kind of stood there, acted like the ball wasn't coming his way, and then reacted late and got the tag. So you're trying to make the runner slow down a little bit, thinking there's no throw, and it just didn't work like you see it on TV.
It didn't, and again, that's not one of those occasions where I think you're going to pull that off, and I'm like you, because what that did now, it also advanced the runners because the ball got by Bain. Yep. Now the runners were able to advance to second and third.
So now we're tied again at 3-3 is the score. There's 2 outs, and runners did advance not only to third but second after the ball got away.
That's going to score.
And that's going to drop and score both of them. And then the ball gets away, and that's going to allow the runner to go to second.
See, again, that part gets me right there. And again, I know you would have had a clean single right there no matter what, but
so it's going to be a single with an error that allowed the runner to advance to second. And it should be 5-3. Yep.
Number 24, Cameron Hill.
And so the Eagles answer with 3 runs here, and they've cashed in on that miscue. And so that first pitch missing for a ball.
And that's going to bring up Hill to the plate here, who was the victim of a strikeout his last at bat.
So 0-1 is the count with 2 outs and a runner at second. This ball popped a mile high. Verdung being caught off by McCray, who will squeeze it for the out. But the damage was done as the Eagles put 3 on the board here in the top of the 8th to take a 5-3 advantage. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okalona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet, a famous speed solver,
Piece of cake.
a noted cheese connoisseur.
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Eagles score 3 in the top half of the inning, so ICC's got a little bit of work to do to get back into this one here in game 1. As a breaking pitch in there for a strike here to Will Verdung.
Yeah, I want to see his bat stay hot. As we talked about his last at bat, he hit a home run. Glad to see that bat heat back up, and he smoked that one right there too, Gore. And that's his second one.
You just need to keep talking about that, Brad. Every time you mention his bat getting hot, he says, okay, Dr. Boggs, I'll prove you right, and I'll send one out of the ballpark. As a second home run of the day there by Verdung, and Southern Miss fans, they're loving it, but might be getting a little bit worried that his stock is rising in a hurry.
I'm telling you. He's a good one, and of course, ICC will miss him when he goes, but we're still glad to have him here. He battles, and he's just a true leader on the team as well. So it's hard to find that good combination, and he's one of those.
That pitch high for a ball here, as this is now Jackson Lee at the plate. 5-4 is your score after that solo home run. Second time he started the inning off. Actually, second time I was going to say back-to-back, but it was not back-to-back, but. So that's going to be a flare out to the right side, and now the Indians trying to break out the hitting sticks here to see if they can climb their way back into this one.
Yeah, good piece of hitting right there by Jackson Lee. He took that pitch where it was, kind of on the inside part of the plate, and he drove it over the second baseman's head out toward the right side of the field there. Good, clean single. No outs now. That's going to bring up Settlemyre, so a good opportunity here for the Indians. You got the home run. You got back within one. Now you got your Lee on and the go-ahead run at the plate.
This pitch popped up and just try to muscle that one a little bit too much. Center fielder will camp underneath that one, as that was a high fly ball out to center field for out number 1.
Yeah, I got under that one too much, way too much. Settlemyre's did, and he knows it. But still one out here. Still got an opportunity for the Indians, and you got Bo Rock up at the plate.
So Rock will dig in. Tying run at first. He represents the go-ahead run here in the bottom of the 8th. 5-4 Hinds with the lead. That pitch going to be outside for a ball here to Rock. He singled at his first at bat, grounded out to second, and flew out to center. And the next 2 at bats. So looking to make some contact here and keep things going for the Indians. As that pitch paints the corner for a strike. 1-1 now is the count.
Bottom of the 6th in Oxford. LSU up 7-3 right now. Ole Miss has scored some runs, and in Auburn, State has gone up 6-2 now in the top of the 6th. They are battling, by the way, Butch Thompson, who former player
multi-Hall of Famer.
Multi-Hall of Famer here, and we honored him at the Mississippi JUCO Sports Hall of Fame, and so kind of interesting to keep up with Butch, and he's a good guy, Coach Thompson.
So that pitch just missing low for a ball. Speaking of the Mississippi JUCO Hall of Fame, we'll be down there Tuesday with Ron Hill, who will be this year's inductee. You can visit letsgoicc.com to read more about Ron and all the extraordinary things he's done throughout his career. As this pitch is going to be popped up over to the left side. Left fielder's going to give chase, give up on it, and that'll go foul for strike 2.
Yeah, that's always a wonderful time of year for JUCO athletics to go down and see and honor those athletes who have contributed so much to the Mississippi JUCO system, because that's one thing about Mississippi. The community college system is unique within itself in the states, but so are our athletics. It's unique. We do things differently, but we win as that runner takes off, and that's ball 4. But we're proud of what we do here in Mississippi. As the JUCO system is a statewide thing, and it's good to honor those people who move up through the ranks through the JUCO system.
So a nice at bat there by Bo Rock, who reaches only on the second walk of the day by the Eagles. 3 walks total between the 4 pitchers that have taken the mound this afternoon. So now the tying run in scoring position here for the Indians, and this is Bain at the plate.
Had a big double his last at bat as he takes strike 1 on the inside part of the plate there at breaking pitch. If he could get that double down there again like he did that his last at bat where he doubled down into the left field corner, you definitely get 1 run in.
Looks at that one, that pitch missing low for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Well, the Indians would love to find a way to go ahead and get that go-ahead run across here in the bottom of the 8th and not necessarily have to deal with the bottom of the 9th of this one. As 5-4 Eagles with the lead here in game 1. This pitch fouled back into your living room for strike 2. 1-2 now will be the count.
Yeah, fouled back that breaking pitch there. He kind of waited on it. Got out on his front foot there and was just able to get enough contact on it to foul it back. So pitcher out there, Sheely, quickly ahead in the count 1-2. There it goes.
And if that stays fair, it's trouble. And it is a fair ball. 1 run will score. We're going to have a tie game. He's swinging Bo around. The Indians are going to try to take the lead here. And they will. The throw is not in time. Indians retake the lead.
Yeah, great almost carbon copy hit, double that he hit last time. Maybe a shade to the right, further toward the left fielder than the other one was, but it doesn't matter because it made it to the corner again down there, and Bain has a stand-up double, and that's a 2 RBI double.
Big time clutch hit there. That's going to be an early nominee for our What a Play Wednesday next week for sure. Visit on the mound. Let's hear from Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Trav!
Want to make a good living? Come learn a skill at Max Home. Upholstery trainees start at $15.50 an hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Bolton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. CagleEyeCenter.com.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Tribe!
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as that first pitch is missing high for a ball. New pitcher in the game here is the third of the day here for Hinds. And Brad, I'll let you tell us more about the new pitcher.
Yeah, right-handed pitcher John David Gunn out of Clinton did his pitching, as that's ball 2 right there, 2-0 count. Did his pitching at says Central Hinds Academy here. He does have 10 appearances on the year, 3 wins, no losses, 1 save. 18 innings pitched, 20 hits given up on 17 runs, 11 base on balls to 12 Ks, as that's finally strike 1 in there. 4.50 ERA, 2-1 count now on Dre McCray.
So, as you mentioned, 2-1 now is the count. Runner at second. Indians would love to pick up one of those insurance runs as Gray fouls this one off, evens up the count at 2-2. And, of course, we talk about those insurance runs. We talk about Itawamba County State Farm insurance agent Brandon Poland. Riding down South Adams Street, look for the big red sign about halfway down the street. Or as I like to say, look for the full house door. On his office there, he's got a red door as well. Brandon Poland, a proud sponsor of today's action here on ICC Athletics. This pitch fouled right back into your living room. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, and good job there by Dre McCray. Again, seeing a new pitcher, seeing a different delivery style, so you're having to work your timing here. Again, first time seeing this guy, and first time anyone's seeing him here today, John David Gunn. And so with all the differences from what they've been seeing here, you've got to make those changes. You've got to make those adjustments at the plate. Staying alive, 2-2.
This pitch hammered. Center fielder dancing around now will jog over a little bit deep, and they're going to try to tag the runner, and he'll advance on the play without an issue. So that will actually turn into a sacrifice fly there for Dre. And the runner does advance in that situation. 2 outs now in the inning. ICC looking to see if they can find a 2-out hit here from Eli Hancock to push across that run from third.
Yeah. If anything, great job there by McCray. I mean, yeah, sure, you'd love to have a hit right there, but can't get the hit. What do? You advance the runner to third, so now you have the runner at third. Do have 2 outs now with Hancock at the plate.
That first pitch high for a ball. 1-0 is the count here to Eli Hancock. He is officially 0 for 1 today with a pair of sacrifice bunts. Grounded out to second. As he hits this one. Right fielder having to go back, shields his eyes, and finds it again just a step before the warning track. And, Brad, that one sounded really good off the bat, but unfortunately a nice effort out there in right field as the ballpark was able to hold it. But the Indians answered with 3 runs of their own in the bottom half of the 8th. We'll head to the 9th. Can the Indians close this one out? We'll find out when we come back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part, that you can bank anytime, anywhere. At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel, the high-tech touch.
A unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the ninth inning. It'll be the 7, 8, 9 batters due up here for the Eagles as they trail at 6-5. It was a 2-run double off the bat of Gray Bain, accompanied by a solo home run to start the bottom of the 8th that helped the Indians retake this lead here, 6-5. So this is going to be Lee at the plate, 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout and 2 flyouts to center field. That first pitch from Verdong high for a ball. Tell you what, Brad, we talked about this one shaping up to be an instant classic. It has been that way so far and still got a little bit of meat left on the bone here. This pitch popped up. Center fielder is going to go back to the wall and makes the play. Woo.
Yeah, I mean, again, both sides at the plate are making it interesting. We're giving good charge and putting charges into these hits, and outfield has had a busy day on both sides.
Yeah, that was one right there. ICC fans were just holding their breath as that one traveled, and it went to the warning track but was out, number 1. Now this is going to be Smith at the plate. Swings on the first pitch he sees, a flare out to right field. Right fielder goes back, and it bounces off of him. He drops it as he was looking back in the sun. He kind of made a little bit of a wave there. Don't know if he lost it, and that's going to go for an error on the play, and the runner will end up at second. He kind of waved a little bit, Brad, so I don't know if he lost it in the sun or what. It was more of a line drive versus pop-up.
Yeah, it was, and I'm like you, don't know if it kind of lost it. Again, the sun is difficult out there, and it makes it difficult anything hit in the air. So definitely could have been something that he lost, but no matter what, the runner did get to second on the error, and they do bring in a pinch runner here too to try to get that run in because there's still only 1 out in the inning here.
This is Cole Thompson who is entering to run here for Hinds with 1 out. He's at second, and this is going to be Janus coming to the plate. Jams him a little bit. This ball popped up. McCray going to head back just out of the dirt to squeeze that one for out number 2. Big out there, Brad.
Yeah, that was a big out right there. Good pitch, big out. It kind of was on the inside part of the plate, and all he was able to do was just muscle that one a little bit out there. It's going to bring a mound visit to Coach Collier here. We are back to the top of the lineup. I don't know if he's something he sees here.
Well, this is Chisholm, who did have that solo home run coming to the plate, so may just want to
bring in a lefty here.
The Indians did have someone getting loose in the bullpen, so we'll see if they're coming in or if that's just going to be who's warming up for game 2. We'll keep it here in this situation, Brad, as
I know Chisholm bats left-handed. I don't know if he's looking at bringing in a left-hander or if he's going out to talk to Verdung and say, hey, what do you feel? How you feeling? You got this? We got a runner at second. Here's the situation. Or we're going to go lefty on lefty. And he's not making a call to the bullpen. He's still sticking with Verdung.
So they do have a lefty in the bullpen getting loose, but they're going to stay with Verdung, and you know how Verdung is. He's not wanting to come out in that situation.
He's not, and that's what we all like about him. That's what everybody likes about him. That's why he's the leader of a team. He wants the ball, and in this case, you want somebody on the hill who wants the ball, even in a tough, difficult situation. You want somebody who wants it.
So Chisholm to the plate, does have a solo home run of the day, walked his last time up. And that pitch kind of had a little bit of a double break there, missing outside for a ball.
Yeah, 1-0 count right there. Runner at second, as we mentioned here for Hinds. They do have a pinch runner in off the error. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th.
Verdung's pitch. And that one missing low. 2-0 now is the count. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Tying run at second here in the top of the 9th. 6-5, ICC clinging to the lead. This pitch, grounder. Bo Rock scoops it up, steps on the bag, and the Indians will hang on to win it by the final score of 6-5 here in a thrilling 9-inning contest in this one. We'll take a quick break and be back with our Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
And welcome back, ladies, here to the Renaissance Bank postgame report. ICC wins it by the final score of 6-5. And Brad, let me get your thoughts on the game here this afternoon. This game recap being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Yeah, pitching duel. Great pitching. I mean, anyone wants to see great pitching. He missed a doozy here at Roy Crescent Field today with both pitchers battling against each other to giving up a total of 8 hits to Hinds, 9 to Etowamba. A couple of errors there by the Indians, but just one of those good conference battles is what you had today. Again, it wasn't a lot of walks, a lot of strikes being thrown, a lot of people hitting the ball, a lot of hits. As far as good, solid contact made with the bat, a lot of it was at somebody and hit right at somebody. They were able to make a play on it. Good defense play today. So it's just good, sound conference baseball is what you had in this first 9-inning matchup. Indians able, as I mentioned in the broadcast, runs were at a premium. And any way you could scratch a run across, you knew it was that type of game. You needed to do it. If you could find a way to get it in, get the run in. So they knew that. Both teams knew that, and they took advantage of that. And the Indians were just able to do it and outlast them in that last inning there in the bottom of the 8th to pull out those 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th to go ahead to go into the top of the 9th. And they just kind of out-dueled them. So just one of those good games, good conference matchup, Adam.
Final line on the afternoon here in Game 1 for Hinds. 5 runs on 8 hits, no errors. For ICC, 6 runs, 9 hits, and 2 errors. Take a look at some of the highlights from today. Chisholm had that solo home run on the very first pitch of the game. Then you had Johnson, who had a pair of hits. He was 2 for 4. Then Coleman, a tough out today we talked about. He came up with a big-time hit there. He was 3 for 4, solo home run. He did have 2 RBIs and a run scored. Then you had Hill with a double, and that kind of rounded out the hits there. For the Indians, it was a double by Matthew Martinowicz and Wilverdong. Man, we can't talk about this kid enough. Had a sacrifice fly to drive in a run, back-to-back solo home runs to start a couple of innings there. So he finished the game with 3 RBIs, and he was 2 for 3 on the afternoon with 2 runs scored. Take a look down the line. Bo Rock come up, and he scored the eventual game-winning run after drawing a walk. He also singled in the game. And then I'm going to go with my Samstown Market star of the game, and it may be yours as well. Gray Bain came up with back-to-back doubles, including that 2-run double to help the Indians get the win there with 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th. He was 2 for 4 on the day with a pair of doubles, a run scored, and 2 RBIs. Dre McCray still had a good day. He was 2 for 2 with a walk and a sacrifice fly as well. So the Indians got it done when they needed to.
I don't disagree with you on Bain, and that was definitely a thought of mine, but I'm going to go with Akins. Great job on the hill today for the Indians. When you get to these conference matchups like this, pitching's at a premium, and when you can put together a solid performance, he did give up 2 solo shots, but there again, a solid day, not a lot of walks, a lot of strikes being thrown. That's what you want to see if you're Coach Collier. I'm going to go with Akins.
Well, Brad, you want to talk about how fast this game was today with the pitchers throwing so well? We played 9 innings in about the same amount of time that softball played 7 today, as the Indians pick up a 7-2 win in Game 1 over Hinds there in softball. So that's going to do it here for the Renaissance Bank postgame report. We'll be back in about, 15, 20 minutes here on the ICC Sports Network with Game 2. So join us in there, folks, as ICC improves to 29-10 overall. More importantly, 16-7 in conference play. Hinds falls to 22-20, 10-11 in conference play. Back in 20 minutes here on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.